Welcome to our ULO Boxing Day coverage, and yabba dabba doo, what have we got in store for you? It's King George Day, of course, and what a cracker it is too, but more of that later. Plus, we have Caroline over at Leopardstown with one very exciting novice chaser. And here's hoping you all had a Merry Christmas and are fully ready for a feast of national hunt racing across the country. First up at Aintree, my daddy Paddy is the hot ticket in the William Hill Formby Novices Hurdle. However, I thought he looked too short in the anti-post markets at around 2-1 on this week, so my guess is he could drift out from there with the likes of Harry Fry's Idaho Sun and Ben Pauling's Starmount lining up alongside him. I do think that my daddy Paddy will win, but I'd be looking for somewhere nearer evens to take the win. In the Corto Star Novices Chase at Kempton, I'll go with Jamie Snowden's Wendigo. Last time out in a Grade 2 at Newbury, he was having a right old tussle with Ben Pauling's No Questions Asked in the home straight, with favourite Regent Stroll finding nothing for pressure. And Wendigo found more after the last to come home 2 lengths to the good. This flat track here at Kempton Park could be ideal for the step up to 3 miles, so he gets my vote over Willie Mullins' Kitsbull and Gary and Josh Moore's Salver, who is officially rated £1 better than Wendigo. A very good renewal, with Ascot specialist Blue King Duro more than making up the numbers, but it's Wendigo for me over this trip on good ground. Now it's over to Caroline at Leopardstown for her St. Stephen's Day nap.
Why, thank you, Jaysella, and the season's greetings to you all. My St. Stephen's Day nap is Romeo Coolio, going to post in the Racing Post Chase. Gordon Elliott's Romeo Coolio is rightly a red-hot favourite for this Grade 1 after wins at Down Royal and Fairyhouse. Now, he was a short odds-on price for the Drinmore the last day, but I think that price looked justified when Jack Kennedy brought him home 8 lengths clear in pretty ready fashion. There's been a bit of ease in the anti-post price for Romeo Coolio as the week has gone by, but I still think he's a notch above Willie Mullins's Salvator Mundi, with maybe Henry de Bromhead's mare, July Flower, the bigger danger, after scoring in the Arkle trial at Cheltenham last month. Irish Panther is a 4th one lining up here on a hat-trick, but I'm of the opinion that it's Romeo Coolio they all have to beat. And now it's back to Jaysella for the big one at Kempton Park.
Thanks, Caroline. And yep, shorty-do, here we go for the King George. Just about the deepest renewal that I can remember for some time, and it's going to be one hell of a race. Considering that last year's 1-2, Banbridge and Ile Fronze were trading at 16-1 and 20-1 this week, that should give you all the picture I'm seeing. So, down to business. And although Gaelic Warrior beat Fact to file a neck in the John Durkan with a clever race strategy from Paul Townend, that was over 2 miles 3, whereas I see Fact to file as one to progress to 3 miles plus. Having said that, it does look like Gaelic Warrior has come of age now and has a similarly successful chasing profile as his stablemate. Now then, this British Challenge looks second to none this year, with Ben Pauling's The Jukebox Man, Nicky Henderson's Django Bay and Venetia Williams' Jello all improved models this season. If, like last year, Ile A. Fronze tries to run them ragged from the front, it's going to turn into a test of stamina despite the good ground, though I'm not entirely convinced that Harry Cobden would employ the same catch me if you can tactics as James Reevely. So much to consider in the Christmas schedule's outstanding feature, but it's Fact to file to last it out for me, with plenty of pace in the race from the off. Now back to Caroline for an earlier one at Leopardstown.
Thanks, Jaysella. And in the Grade 2 juvenile hurdle, I'm going with Barbizon. Well, there's been plenty of money down for Willie Mullins' Narciso Has this week, and I do get he was in a Grade 3 the last day, but my money's on Barbizon. Gordon Elliott's gelding was impressive enough at Navan and can only come on for that run, whereas Narciso Has couldn't stay with my selection, Monge 2, so I'll stick with Gordon Elliott for this one. Ben Hur won at Fairyhouse on just his second start over hurdles, so shouldn't be far away, but Barbizon gets my vote.
Up in North Yorkshire, in the Roland Merrick, it's horses for courses here as Joel Parkinson and Sue Smith's Confusion returns to Wetherby on a hat-trick. He's getting £11 from top weight Marble Sands, and having form here on soft ground does look a worthy favourite to me, while Paul Nicholls' Nappers Hill was in a decent graduation chase at Haydock Park last month, won by Smart the Jukebox Man. so has to be a threat on a flattish track. Sam Thomas's Our Power would want rain, and Ollie Murphy's Butch likewise, so confusion has to be the answer. Back down at Kempton Park, Sergino returns to action in the Christmas hurdle. Well, he's been off the track for just a day shy of a year, but oozes quality, and in the absence of constitution, Hill has to be backed. He did look all set for a big novice chasing campaign last season after sauntering home in the Wayward Lad at this meeting last year, but picked up a career-threatening infection and hasn't been seen since. I reckon it's a smart move by Nicky Henderson to bring Sergino back over the sticks, and at only 5 has time on his side to return to fences further on in his career. Sergino was no slouch over hurdles either, with a perfect 5 from 5, including the Grade 1 fighting 5th at Newcastle, and if all goes well, here will be vying for favouritism with the big Irish Raiders for the champion hurdle at Cheltenham in the spring. However, this is an all-British Grade 1, with Jeremy Scott's excellent mare, Golden Ace, ready to pick up the pieces if there's any error from Sergino. Course specialist Rubord is my each-way pick, if that's your sort of thing, but Sergino should be winning this.